is the king of the jungle. King of the jungle. King of the jungle. King of the jungle. You ain't know that. You ain't know that. You ain't know that. You got lots to learn. You got lots to learn. You got lots to learn. You got lots to learn.
Welcome all. We are back with another episode here. And Negus with attitude.
Oh, we on?
Yeah. We are on live, baby.
Man, come on, man. All right, I'm sorry. I'm ready.
It's all good, man. So we this week's been a little weird to say the least.
Oh man, hectic to say the least.
Yeah, I mean we're supposed to do this on Monday. It's Friday today.
Friday.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna take the blame for Monday though.
Yeah, it's your fault. Go ahead and take the blame.
It's my fault. But it's a little because I don't know what happened. My keys were they disappeared.
They disappeared. Well, you have a small child, so there's no telling.
But where the keys were, there's no reason why the keys should have been over there. That's what I'm saying.
Again, you have a small child, so
true. But I literally flipped my house upside down to find them keys. I didn't find it. So long story short, he didn't go to school and he just stayed with me all day and didn't do the podcast till now.
Well, when you have kids and life, sometimes that happens, man. So we forgive you.
I appreciate
Don't let that shit happen.
I will not let that happen.
The people, they want to hear what we've got to say.
Yes, sir. And also, we doing this to me and you because our boy JP had some other emergencies to take care of.
Yes, sir. He's out.
Yes, sir.
He's out, but people, he'll
good.
be back. Definitely know that this is not the usual. The team is intact, and we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Next week, doing exactly what we normally do.
Mm-hmm. So, what else going on though with you, brother?
Man, there's tons of going on. Was recently the couple of the businesses that we got going. One of them was recently invited to a huge conference in the Silicon Valley.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying.
Big.
So me and the CFO, we're gonna head out on Monday and head out on to the Silicon Valley and enjoy that business conference and see who we can network down there and potentially get some investors.
That's
so
what I'm talking about.
we got some good things going. Big things are popping this way.
Yes, sir.
So it's just a lot of things like that. Also, recently got plugged back into the Veterans Network.
Okay.
That's a place near and dear to my heart. So
right.
Got plugged back in, and so we did a lunch for some veterans who were World War II veterans,
right.
and just shared some stories. They dropped some knowledge on us young cats, and then afterwards I was so interested in some of the gentlemen, some of their stories. I want to go and talk to them some more. So here in Marietta, they have what's called the Celebration Senior Home. I'll be there this weekend, chilling with my veteran cats. You know what I'm saying? And listening to some more knowledge, getting some more stories. And man, they're hilarious, man. I'm telling you, they're hilarious. So that's what's
type of stories probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what's been going on with me, man.
I feel you. So yeah, me got a whole lot. Nah, but there's some things. We got basketball tournament coming up.
Oh yeah, we in there.
Yes, sir. Oh man, before we do that, shout out to my boy Key Studio though.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to say that.
Man, it is super lit in here. I wish y'all could see.
Super dope.
I wish y'all could see. When you guys follow the link, definitely follow us on Instagram and Facebook and everything you see us on. We'll pop it up on the YouTube feed so you can see where we are. But definitely check it out, man. It's lit in here. I mean, it's
dope.
This is super live. I'm telling you. I wish you guys could be a part of the ambiance, man. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe in here.
But yeah, other than that, man, just been trying to grind, man. I know we got going out of town next week.
Oh yeah, we got another business trip.
Not next week. Sorry, the following week after that, 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Got going down to Mississippi.
Yep.
Mississippi, look out for us. We coming. We coming your way. We got some exciting things coming your way that we want you guys to all be a part of.
Right.
So look out for the Facebook ads coming your way. We're gonna blow you up.
Yes, sir.
But it's a very exciting business coming your way. Something that you guys need there. I guarantee you. You definitely need it. It's a service, a product that I promise you, at least once you've thought about.
Oh,
and I know that you're looking forward to it. If someone else wants to provide it, yeah, it's proprietary information right now.
You know, you might have to come find you, kill you. So, taking our
proprietary information, but definitely look out for that. Big things are definitely popping that way as well. We're businessmen, you know. We're really trying to bring some things to the community. So
I feel you. So with that being said, I mean, let's just get right into it.
Let's get into it then.
I feel like the topic of today, we said last time, the roles in a relationship. The roles.
We might piss some people off with this one, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to piss some people off. But I mean, just different roles in a relationship, I say, because coming from a Christian background, in the Bible it says, I mean, that a woman is supposed to submit to the husband.
They ain't gonna like that word.
Like, you know, be submissive to the husband. But in that day and age, it was easier for a woman to submit to a husband because that was just a day and age. But now, in this world, women they have a lot of power. You know, they have a lot of power, and being submissive is a different meaning to me.
Well, tell me, what do you mean about submissive? What do you actually mean? Because, you know, a lot of women out there, they're not going to be too comfortable with that word submit and submissive. Men as well, you know. So what is your definition, you would say, of a woman or the role of being submissive in a relationship?
Being submissive is to actually allow, in the world, the man is the head of the household. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how a society is the norm for that. But that's how I think it should be. I feel like the woman should not so much submit, like every time you say jump or do something that she should do it. It's just that she should just, even if you are the breadwinner, I feel like she should just, what's the word I'm looking for? Just step back and just let him run the household.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
You know where I'm coming from? Have that respect for him to let him, even if you are, like I said, even if you are winning, like doing all the bread winning, all the money getting, respect your man enough to let him lead the house. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean lead the house?
Like, he's got to lead the house. The man is supposed to lead, protect, serve the house, in my mind. And if a woman is taking that away from a man, you're damn near taking his masculinity.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, you said the roles have changed, the world are different, women are different, they have more power. So a lot of women may feel like they don't need to be protected. They don't want to be in that role specifically, or have their man in that role. So,
and that's why they're not finding the man of their dreams.
For those kind of relationships, like how would you say submissiveness would work in those kind of relationships?
You said if a woman is she has power for sure.
INDEPENDT. You know what I'm saying? If that's her, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like every woman should be to be independent. I shout out to all the independent women out there.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to all the independent women. Get out there. You know what I'm saying? Single moms, everything.
But independent starts with the letter what?
Letter I.
I.
You know what I'm saying?
Relationships mean we.
Exactly. Us. But so in a relationship, you guys have, I mean, really, you got to put that pride aside.
Yeah.
Both you guys.
Yeah. I mean, I would say for me, submissive, I can't even say the word. Submissiveness, that's because I ain't submitting to nobody. I'm just playing. Being submissive, to me, is just different. For me, it's an intimacy thing. You know what I'm saying? I believe that there has to be more than just respect there for you to be submissive to someone. I feel like if a woman or a man, because I mean, even men in certain parts of the relationship, we got to be submissive, right? I mean,
exactly.
If you're in a real relationship with a real girlfriend or a wife, you're not just staying out all night, every night. That relationship ain't going to last.
You're respecting her.
In a way, you're respecting and submitting to the relationship and to your woman because
making sacrifices.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But I just believe that there's an intimacy there that has to be there. I also believe that there has to be a deeper understanding, you know what I'm saying, of what is really going on. A man who wants respect, you can't stump around the house and bully your family or your woman into getting that respect. You know what I'm saying? You have to earn it through your action.
Exactly.
Same thing with a woman.
Making sacrifices.
I believe that if you want a man to come home to you, be a reason for him to come home to you. You know what I'm saying? Not a reason to run away from you. So
I'm trying to tell you, they need to be, I mean, you want them to come home to you. Don't do anything in your power to let them not come home to you. Exactly. I mean, that's just how it's not going to work. Like, it goes to what you're just saying. Like, we're going to come home, You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming home to you, baby.
I'm coming home, but give me a reason to come home. Give me a reason not to go out in the streets every day. Give me a reason not to go to the club. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Once you find that, I mean, I feel like you find your inner peace.
I think that's really what's lost on relationships as well when it comes to this topic is that, you know, I think people start to say, well, I don't feel like you're giving me what I want, so I'm gonna pull back. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's honestly my biggest thing is communication. Once you communicate, you got to communicate on different levels. Like you got to communicate on.
Man, you can't be scared of that word intimacy, man. You got to communicate on an intimate level. You have to be able to communicate things that you normally wouldn't communicate in a room full of men, or even, you know, if you had a sister or your mom, you know, sometimes you're not even comfortable enough to release that kind of stuff to them. But if you really want a true intimate relationship, something that lasts, something that is meaningful, you gotta communicate.
You gotta communicate and connect on everything, like more than sex.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? If you just
sex ain't nothing, man.
I mean, sex ain't shit. Like
it ain't, man.
If your girl is just giving you vagina and giving them buns up just for all holidays, man, that ain't it.
That ain't it.
That's a year-round thing. And you going, well, you think it's special because I get on my birthday or Christmas? No, that don't make it any other special. Like, you got to connect on a different level than sex.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have my back, I have your back.
Oh, yeah. If your relationship is built on sex, what happens once the sex stops? Or, even worse, what happens if the sex gets bad? Then what? Then what? You're no longer in that relationship either.
You're no longer in a relationship. You are now in a sexualship.
I'm telling you. So, to get back to the submissive role, in a relationship, what would you say would be a reason for a woman to submit to a man? So let's educate these men, and then we'll flip it and educate the women as well. I mean, so what would be a reason for a woman to say, okay, I'll let you lead, I'll let you be the man of the house, I'll let you protect and guide.
Yeah,
and do all
as long as I feel like as long as a man is respecting his woman and loving her and giving her attention, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it should be enough just to be submissive. If a guy is providing for his woman, whether it be girlfriend, wife, if he's providing for her, making her feel safe and feel at home, and I feel like that should be enough right there, personally. Like, some guys, some guys
so
are
that
afraid
guy
to love.
can go out and be out all night then? Or
I mean, that's the respect. That's the respect factor, though.
But what if he doesn't think that's disrespectful?
Then there should be no relationship. Then there shouldn't be a relationship at all.
But what if that's his life? Say he's an artist.
He's an artist, right?
Club promoter.
Okay.
Say he just has always enjoyed the nightlife and he's communicated that well to his significant other.
If he's communicated that well, then she should respect his hustle and have trust. You know, if there's trust,
that's the big one. That's a perfect segue.
You know what I'm saying?
The next question.
Exactly. If they're trusting, you know, if they're trustworthy, and there's no reason to believe that he or she is cheating. I mean, I feel like it should be fine as long as you communicate and don't have a guy like say you going out and you don't like say anything for the whole night and come back next morning like, shit, I fell asleep, my phone died. Like, that ain't it.
That's
you know
not.
What I'm saying? You gotta communicate.
Definitely.
You gotta communicate.
So, what role would you say trust plays, and how big of it does it play in a relationship?
Oh, bro, if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. Straight up and down.
I would definitely agree with you, man.
Because me personally, if I'm like dealing with a female and I don't trust them, over with. If I don't trust you to, like, I don't know, go out and, you know what I'm saying, not go talk to other guys. If I can't even trust you to, like, sit in the crib and hang out with my friend, like while I go to the store, like go to the gas station. If I can't trust you to do that, like, come on, dude. Like, if I can't run across the street without worried about you hopping on my nigga.
You gotta hit the jar. Where the jar at?
You know what I'm damn. I got it. Nigga. I mean, hit my nigga. Yep, my bad. I put $1 in that.
Yeah, put $1 down, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I'm right there with you, man. Trust is extremely important. It's extremely important. Well, I think it goes hand in hand. You know, you got to trust someone to talk to them. You know what I'm saying, and to really get deep with them and let them inside your head. So, I think that trust, the role it really plays is it's a foundation builder. You know what I'm saying? It's almost just like the trust fall. You know what I'm saying? Somebody stands behind you. You got to trust that they're going to catch you if you fall. It's the same thing in a relationship. You got to have that same factor there, even in the slightest things. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I can trust that I can leave and you're not going to immediately be in the DMs. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Responding and entertaining guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just as soon as I leave.
That's a big way for me to check out.
And on the flip side, the same way. Like, as soon as you leaving, you really leaving so you can facilitate a phone call or a text message to the other one.
You acting all sneaky and stuff like that.
It can't be that way, man.
You always got your phone in your hand and stuff like that, bro. Oh, that's definitely a red alarm. Just no.
Oh yeah, if you can't put it down,
she's hiding something. She's hiding.
Oh, that's a red flag. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
isn't it crazy where the world has gotten to now as far as how we communicate though? You know, like. You can literally get broke up now over text message. Somebody will end a relationship with you through text message.
Being personable is just not anymore. People can communicate anything they feel through a text message, and it takes the edge off of them. You know, you can cuss someone out. You can feel sad. You can feel happy. You can do all that through a text message. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to confront like the actual feeling, like face to face.
Exactly, and I think that goes into what a lot of the problems are in relationships now, because things are so twisted, man. Social media and technology have taken the love, like sucked it right out of relationships, because now we are equating love to what we see on a phone screen or a computer screen.
Yeah, and
instead of actual real engagement and interaction with each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I feel like, I don't know, some guys and girls, they're afraid to love.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly, bro.
They are afraid to love.
I think men especially are afraid to love. I think men are afraid to truly give their heart away because they're afraid to look dumb.
I mean, it's not even dumb. I feel like, I don't think it's dumb I think they feel like soft.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I feel like they feel like, I mean, I even give a hard time with my homies that are in relationships. I give them hard times, but I mean, I love that shit. Like man, you would love, shut your ass up, or all that lovey-dovey shit. I want to hear that shit, but you know, I just be playing around with them. But I mean, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for relationships because it means that you have the capacity to love greater than yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put someone put something in front of yourself, like your own feelings. Like I said, you gotta put that pride aside.
Definitely.
That pride's gonna kill you.
Man, pride is literally a killer, man, because people, like you said, they're afraid. I believe people are just afraid to confront themselves and the truth about themselves. And I think that's where it all starts.
Exactly. It brings like insecurities.
Definitely.
And insecurities can definitely be a downfall in a relationship too.
Oh, definitely.
Because I mean, if you're insecure about like, I don't know, say you used to be like a serial cheater. You know what I'm saying?
Serial cheater. I'm cheating.
You know what I'm saying? Or multiple girlfriends at the same time.
I'm cheat on you.
But you know what I'm saying? But if you go into a relationship where, you know what I'm saying, your mindset for the person you're dealing with now is, oh, this person might cheat on me, so now you're on edge and doing all this other stuff, like taking other extra precautions or checking them like that. That can be a downfall too.
It's definitely a downfall, bro.
You know what I'm saying? When the other person's not even doing and on that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
it can eat at you.
It's the past. It's the insecurities of your past that eat at your future. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of the times we all find ourselves, you know, going back to the past. I mean, it's hard. If someone cheats on you, you don't forget what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? If someone is being suspicious around you, it's gonna raise those red flags as we talked about. So
exactly.
What the battle is finding that trust. You know what I'm saying? Finding that intimacy, using that communication so that you can find the level ground and say, hey, what you're doing makes me feel uncomfortable.
Exactly. That goes to communication. Right.
Something we never like to say. Hey, that hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Men can't say that, bro.
Nah, that's what
Men can't say you hurt my feelings. Like you said, that makes us feel soft or less than.
Exactly.
To admit that instead of we mad or we pissed off, you know what I'm saying, that our feelings are hurt.
I'm gonna let you guys. That's how ladies. I mean, that's how they feel sometimes. Guys have feelings too.
We do.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know we don't act like we do.
We don't act like we do, but us, I guess the way we do show feelings is a different way. Like, I don't know, some people might get mad, or some people might be quiet, or some people might start flipping shit or just leave. But that's their way of saying that.
Well, so tell me on along those lines. Then tell me, what are some insecurities that you personally deal with
For me,
in relationships?
Well, like I said, I've been cheated on before.
Wow. How did that feel?
Not good. Not good. Not good. So that's just one of my biggest things. Like, some people, I don't see how they do it. And that's on them. But how someone can cheat and they worked it out. That ain't me.
Yeah.
That is not me.
I just think that
especially in my bad, especially in a marriage though. Like, I don't see how people do that shit. I just don't see how people do that. Like, if you're married and then I don't know, your spouse is cheating. How do you? They ain't no coming back for me. I ain't gonna lie, ain't no coming back for me.
That's definitely a personal value, I would call, and ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe along the same lines. I believe things are situational and circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to teeter-totter and be on both sides, but I do believe that like, so, okay, for instance, in a relationship, say the man is in his head and has not been told any other way that he's doing pretty good.
Right.
And then the woman, for some reason, stops giving him sex.
Right.
Okay. Should the man then say, I'm gonna just be a faithful man?
I mean, if that's,
or should he go get him some sex?
I don't know. That's something that, like, if she's taking the sex out, I feel like if she's not putting that energy in towards you, she's putting it somewhere else. Personally, because like, if you're like having sex all the time, and then I don't know, say you got a hiccup in your relationship, and now you're not getting the buns anymore, and it's just like constant like no, or if you do get it's like sucks. She's putting the energy somewhere else.
What if she's got her own problems though?
I mean, I feel like in a relationship, that goes back to communication. You guys should talk it out. Talk it out. I mean, if it gets to that bad where you guys can't have sex and you're not saying anything about it, like that, it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get real weird.
Yeah.
Like, you guys there's a tension there that no one wants to speak about it, because guess what? That pride gonna kill you.
Yeah, it definitely will. Well, for me, some insecurities I dealt with similar to you, man. I've been cheated on a whole bunch. But more for me, it was the communication barrier. Really wanting to be intimate with someone on a different level, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was wanting to be able to have someone know me, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent,
right,
and still accept me. You see what I'm saying? And not feeling like I was ever with someone that could understand me on that level. That made me even more insecure, which bled into other things. You know what I'm saying? It bled into me looking for it somewhere else.
Exactly. Just looking for anything.
Anything. It may not even be another person. Sometimes, specifically for me, it could have been the bottle.
Exactly. Turn the bottle.
Turn to the bottle, or turn to overworking myself sometimes, whatever it may have been. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just to try to get that part of me that was missing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But when you're insecure, that's not a problem with someone else. You see what I'm saying? Insecurity is a problem with yourself.
It's a self thing that you got to check. You got to check yourself. You got to, all the demons you're battling from your previous relationships and your past, you got to check that shit for your relationship. That's one thing I don't like either. I don't like, I mean, it's okay to, to talk about their exes and whatnot, just so you won't follow their same suit. Mm-hmm. But I'm not them. Straight up. I'm a different breed.
Definitely. So
I'm not finna do all that shit that your exes put you through.
No.
Like, you ain't gotta tell me what that they did, because I'm just not gonna do it.
No, absolutely not,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
I'm just like you, man. Like I truly, every man can say, "Oh, I'm different, or I do things different."
I'm different.
But I am truly set aside. I'm a little. I'm a little thrown off. I
got a couple loose screws.
I'm thrown off lightly, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, like, sometimes
I'm a little different, man. So when I'm in relationships, I'm not in it to be cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? That's not my interest. As long as we got the same understanding. Like, now, I'm definitely a revenge cheater, if that's a thing. I will revenge, cheat
yeah,
the hell out of you if you.
I'm telling you, but yeah, for me though, like like I said, if I get cheated on in a relationship, like I am done. I'm out. You can talk all you want. You can apologize until you're blue in the face. I can't come back from that because now I'm gonna look at you and that's all I see.
Yeah,
that's all I see.
That's definitely hard to come back.
And another
from.
thing for me is like, what's gonna hurt some females. I think that cheating for guys and girls are different though.
Well, it's definitely different on a pure like physical standpoint.
I just feel
anatomy
like,
is just
exactly
different.
All females fuck off emotion.
I wouldn't say all, bro, because I know a few, man.
I mean, the ones
that's like dudes. I'm not playing.
No,
they like
you. Those are different breeds than themselves. But most girls are. They're not gonna like deal with you unless they have some type of like emotional connection to you. That's what I feel.
I do. I will agree. I will agree at the standpoint that women are more emotionally connected to sex than men.
Exactly.
Because men just, I mean, I'm gonna be all the way real, okay? Women have a cutoff point of when they can stop having kids. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Just, this is not insensitive at all. When it comes to a man, literally on his deathbed, if his junk's still working, you know what I'm saying? If the boys are still floating, guess what?
Soldier's still marching.
He can bust one more off and have his last son or daughter at whatever age on his deathbed.
Yeah.
So to me, that just sounds like there's a different physical connection. There's a different mental to physical connection that a man has to sex than a woman would.
Yeah, because I mean, literally, I mean, I know a few females that can get disconnected emotionally, but like I said, most part, they're gonna off emotions. Like I said, 95% they're not gonna go up to a random dude on the street like, "Hey, yo, what's up with that dude?
I want the D."
He's like, "Nah, they ain't finna do that.
They not.
You know what I'm saying?
Not too many.
Not too many. But I mean, the guys, they gotta put a little bit of work in. If any, put a little bit of work in. They feel that spark or whatever, and then it's like it's off to the races. But I say that to say just that it just goes back to excuse me, insecurities.
Definitely. It definitely goes back to what people have on the inside of them that they need fixing first. And that's honestly the most important part, people. Like, a relationship is not ever going to be what you want it to be until you look at the inside of yourself.
You gotta check yourself.
Be truthful with yourself and say, these are my issues. I have these particular, specific, maybe you even got to write them down.
Right.
I have these insecurities. Because if you don't identify them before you get into a relationship, somebody's going to identify them for you and it's going to piss you off. Because you're not going to want nobody telling you about yourself. And when they tell you about yourself, it's just going to make you even more insecure because you know they're speaking some truth.
Exactly.
To something that you hide and that you ain't dealt with. So
exactly.
I say, people, deal with your insecurities. Deal with the things that you hide from people first. So that you don't gotta hide it no more. Even if you gotta just be okay with it. Like, hey,
exactly. Your past is your past.
I had to be okay with the fact that I can get real hype. I really can. Right. I have put my hand through glass, through whole doors, through mailboxes. I have been that guy before. I had to rein that all in. I had to control that. That's something that I had to say out loud, deal with, and say, I don't want to punch walls anymore. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy as shit.
I literally broke my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shattered my hand.
Right. I feel you. I remember you telling me that, yeah.
Man, it was terrible. You see what I'm saying? So that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to get away from. That's me doing the self-work to say, yo, I'm insecure about this certain situation, and it makes me respond
and when you check all that stuff, and then when you go into a relationship, don't hold on to the past in a relationship.
You can't.
Like if you hold on to what other people did to you and all the other damage you've gone through, that relationship you're currently in is not going to work.
It's not, man.
It's not.
Listen, the past is a point of reference. That's what the past is. That's what you should use it for. You should not use it as evidence of what's going on with a brand new person in a brand new city and a brand new job with brand new clothes and a brand new car.
Exactly.
You got a whole nother kid or something. Like, you can't be thinking that this guy or this girl is the same as the last one when you was at a whole different point in your reality.
You got to give him at least the benefit of the doubt at first.
You got to.
Until he proves otherwise.
Definitely.
You know, because if a guy did something to your past and this guy that you're dealing with now is not showing those signs, don't hold it over his head.
Nah.
You know, he's not doing anything, and even if he did do something that might have triggered your emotions, I mean, you gotta let him know. He doesn't know that off rip. He doesn't know that he's stepping on your toes.
Definitely not. And to me, that sounds like connecting on another level, bro.
Yeah, connecting on another level than sex. So let me ask you a question real quick. How long do you think that people should date before they get married? What's a good time frame?
Man, I think, truthfully, to be honest, I don't think there's a time frame. I think that if you are truly in a good position in life, like all those things we were just describing, if you are there in life and you find someone, you manifest someone like that, in your life that matches you in that way, go for it.
Right.
Why not? Why would you waste any other time?
Exactly.
I feel like you're wasting time and you provide an opportunity to mess things up.
Exactly. Because you wait too long, now shit happens. Now, damn.
Now you lost a good thing.
Now you lost a good thing. 'Cause my mom, I asked that because my mom, growing up, she's always like, you should wait like 5 years before really knowing each other.
Man.
I'm just like, back then I was like, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But now going up in the world, it's like 5 years.
Did you know how much stuff can happen in 5 years?
5 years? You want me to get to know this person in 5? I can get to know someone quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I come from the same background. Like, I come from the background where they call it shacking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you living with someone for let me educate them out there. That's a old school black people term.
My mom told me that.
When you living with someone that you're not married, they consider that you shacking up, and it's not the best look for you. But I came from that background as well, where you same thing, like where you got someone pregnant. You better marry him. You know what I'm saying? That's your wife now. Right. You got your family now.
That was a time back. That was a time back then for sure.
So I don't think there's a cap on it, honestly, bro. I really feel like the two people need to be at the right place. You know what I'm saying? They need to be real.
Be in love.
They need to really, honestly, they have to have some love, man. Definitely have to have some passion, some attraction there, some fire. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Some pick me up and put me down type stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got to have that, but you also got to have all the stuff we've been talking about: the trust, the communication, the ability to be submissive. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You may not be submissive off gate, but
it takes time to open up to somebody. It takes time to open up to somebody, and it takes time to love somebody. But once you get that shit, I mean, you can't control who you love.
Man, look here. I'm telling you, man. When I met my wife, man, it wasn't even ever supposed to be a relationship. You know what I'm saying? We was cool. We was just super duper cool.
That's how it's supposed to happen.
And I didn't want no wife. I promise you. Anybody who knew me at that time knew good and well I was not about to be married to nobody.
Right.
Marriage? The M word?
Negative.
Absolutely not. Negative. I'm on my grind. My grizzly.
Right. But no, that's real though.
Yeah, but I mean, it hit me. You know what I'm saying? Love
hit you, and you saying like you married your best friend?
Oh, like, man.
That's how it's supposed to.
That's my partner in crime, man. Like, we do everything together.
That's how it's supposed to be. Because I mean, if you don't have more than a deeper relationship than just the title.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys aren't friends. Like, how's that gonna work?
Exactly, and that leads to another thing, man. I hate to do it, but ladies,
talk to them.
You need to be a peace
Uh-huh.
maker and a peace bringer and a, just peace period for your
Peace.
man, not a headache.
I'm trying to tell you.
Not a headache for your man.
Hey, the worst thing is going to work. Long day, rough ass day at work, and coming home to an argument. Come home through the door and I just think it's funny how, and then I'm like, God, I just walked to the goddamn door. Like, I just think it's funny how.
Or did you take out the trash?
Or something like you walk in the door, you already on 10. Like, damn, can I roll up first? Can I get my?
Can I breathe?
Can I breathe? But yeah.
Can I take my shoes off?
I'm trying to tell you, but everyone needs to be each other's peace. So your girls need to be each other's peace, and guys need to be each other's peace.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, man, we could be annoying as hell too, man. Men just naturally just pest, man. We could just pester the hell out of our women, man.
Pesky.
Just playing with them and poking them in.
Yeah. But I mean, that's all comes in good and fun when you guys are like best friends. I mean, once you start taking that friendship element out, and you guys just like kind of just quote unquote just like dating. Like, what is that? you're just two people, like you said, shacking on up.
Yep.
Just in it because it looks good.
Yeah, man. If it's that for you, man, you got to be honest. I give you permission. Here's your permission. If you need to leave, leave. I don't care if you dislike me after this. I don't care. Here's your permission. It's not worth it. Happiness is more important than any other person in your life. I promise you that. Because if you're not happy, what does that person matter? If you're depressed or sad or just melancholy in your relationship, what in the hell is the point of being in a relationship with another person? You're going to either drag that person down or they're not going to want to deal with you anyway and they're going to leave you. And then you're going to be even more depressed. The cycle continues. Exactly. Don't do it. Happiness first. Find you first.
Find your inner peace. Find your inner you.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That was a good little topic right there. With that being said, though, I'll take 5 real quick. Come back. Hit you with a little CT, current topics, when we come back.
You better come back. Come back.
Please, come back. No.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for rocking with us and staying with us.
I had to pay a couple bills real quick.
Couple bills.
But real quick, though, let's get into how this format is. I know we kind of just briefly go into when we first started, but we have a little format for you guys. So every episode is going to be a different format. A different topic, I should say, but same format. Hit you with the little 10-minute intro, 30-minute topic of the day. Take a little 2-minute pay the bill break. We'll do a 10-minute current events, keep you up on what's going on in this world. 20 minutes, that's going to be our Q&A. We live and interacting with you guys. We're going to close out with a 10-minute just closing remarks. That's pretty much how it's going to go every time. It should roughly between like an hour talking, so...
Yeah, guys. So I want you guys to stay with us, man. Each part of the podcast, there's information for you. We are studying, we're planning. It may just sound like we're talking, but we're really putting some time into this for you guys. So even in the intro, I know a lot of people cut it off during the intro or speed past it, but you just never know what you're gonna miss. So if you put us on, rock with us to the end, and I promise you won't regret it.
Won't regret it. Also, real quick, live event coming up soon.
Oh, wow. This soon. Live event, oh, my God,
it's
that we got for you guys.
Epic. Something for you guys.
Epic. You can finally see what we look like.
Exactly. We're not even going to tell you all the details right now, but let you know we do have, it's going to be food. We have an artist there.
Oh, yeah, an artist. A very up-and-coming special artist out of Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
You definitely need to hear this guy. He's actually playing in the background.
Yep. Get an up-and-coming artist.
You can check him out in the description box. We'll definitely let you see where he's at, where you can find his music.
Yeah, absolutely. Anywhere. But
everywhere.
Yeah, it's a live platform, like I said. Food, our entertainment, drinks, and
yeah, we said it, drinks. And, of course, us, your Negus. All right, we're back, guys, here for our Q&A session.
Absolutely.
As you know, for right now, we're calling you guys on the slick, on the slide, putting you on the spot. So if you want to be put on the spot and ask the question on the podcast, all you got to do is comment, hit the email. That's all in the description box.
Negus with attitude 91 at gmail.com.
You heard him. Negus with attitude 91 at gmail.com. We'll take your questions there, and then we will call you live on the podcast. So we've got our first caller. We're going to go ahead and give him a call now.
All right, let's get him on this call. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty well. My name is Migo with the Negus with Attitude podcast. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
I hear you. So today we had a topic of today of the roles on the relationship. Just had a couple questions for you. Just gonna throw them out at you.
All right.
First question I have for you is, what does it mean in this day and age for a woman to be submissive to a man?
Oh, you started off with a loaded question.
Yes, sir. Going right to it. Going straight to it.
What does it mean in this day and age for a woman to be submissive to a man? Yes. Well, see, if you're talking about this day and age, I'm a little bit older, so. And I know young people nowadays have a different interpretation of submissive. Yeah. As a matter of fact, they like to think that that everything is co-equal, 50-50.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's only one head on the body, and you know you can't have multiple heads, otherwise something's going to be out of order.
Right.
So in today's day and age, for a woman to be submissive to a man, that's going to be dependent upon that man and the woman and what their terms of agreement are and how they co-function together and get along and knowing each other's role and positions in their relationship. You know, the older mindset is the man is the head of the household, so therefore my rules, my laws, my governance. But in today's society, it's both the man and the wife, the mother and the father. You know, they make up the family, the conjoint unit. So when it says a wife is submissive to her husband, if you want to talk about the Bible says that a wife is to be submissive to her husband, but the husband is supposed to love his wife as himself.
Right.
So therefore, he makes it easy for her to honor him,
to
submit to him, and to give her loyalties to her. Yes.
Exactly.
Wow.
To him, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Give her loyalties to him. So therefore, if he's upholding her, being the man like he should be, honoring her, loving her, protecting her, keeping her, providing for her, making her feel qualified and feel and glorified, you know.
Oh, wow.
It says that man is the reflections of God, and that woman was the reflectance of man. Woman was created for man, man was created for God. Therefore, he has a role and a responsibility to love her as Christ loved the church and to love her as he loved himself. That means if you love yourself, you put yourself in first position. Therefore, you put her in first position.
Oh, wow.
You considering her in all things. You're considering her in every choice. You don't make choices. You don't make decisions. You don't move without considering her first. So therefore, if you're treating her like that, she will have no problem whatsoever submitting to that man, because he is a man that has become deserving of her loyalty, of her submission, of her willing obedience to follow him wherever he takes her, because she trusts him.
Right.
And she has no problem with submitting to him.
Wow.
Now, these, in my opinion, the Bible speaks of this, you know, and society, every couple is different, you know, and they find that median place. You know, in one relationship, she may take care of the bills because she's a better administrator.
Right.
While another relationship, he may take control of the finances because he's a better administrator. You find out where your strong points are, where your weak points, and you submit to each other. The Bible scriptures even speaks to that you're supposed to submit yourselves to one another.
That's right.
You know,
my wife right now, my wife right now is the CFO. She takes care of the bills, just like you just said, in our household, because I'm so focused on everything else. I don't have time to sit down and do the tedious part of balancing the checkbooks and the numbers and all that. So I give her the money and she takes care of everything else, and she does a really good job at it. So I'm proud to relinquish that and submit that to her, because I know I couldn't do it as good as she could. So I really appreciate that perspective that you just brought. We have another question for you, though.
Yes, sir.
Another question. What are some insecurities that may lead to the downfall of a relationship? Like what
insecurities
that
may lead to the downfall of a relationship?
Because we were talking earlier about how bringing your past into a relationship and holding against the person that you are now dealing with can be the ultimate demise to a downfall of a relationship.
Wait, say that one more time.
I said we were talking earlier about how you bringing your past luggage and baggage into a new, current, fresh relationship and holding that over the person you are now dealing with, that can ultimately lead into a downfall into the relationship or marriage, whatever you're dealing with.
Well, that not ultimately. It will indefinitely. It certainly will lead to the downfall of your new and current relationship. You're not supposed to bring old baggage into a relationship. And when you start a relationship, it's supposed to start off afresh, new. So if you have old baggage, if you have insecurities, if you have faults, and as humans, we all have insecurities. We all have downfalls.
Right.
But you're supposed to deal with those matters. There's a reason why your last relationship ended. And I don't care how much fault finding you find in the other, you're gonna find some fault in yourself if you're realistic and true to yourself and honest to yourself.
Now that's the truth right
know?
there.
So before you even think about entering into a new relationship, you have to do some self-reflecting, some soul searching on yourself.
Definitely.
And figure out and deal with your issues, because you can't have your issues and then bring it into your relationship and put it on someone else. If you had trust issues from your past relationship because your significant other cheated on you or whatever and caused you to be mistrustful, well, I would suggest before you move into a new relationship, deal with that matter and
exactly.
shouldn't make any moves anyway quickly.
Right.
It should be
Take time to heal.
thought out. You know, you as you grow older, you get a little bit wiser.
Definitely.
You know,
along those lines, could you just wrap it up for the young listeners out here? Any last words of advice for us young people who are in relationships already, or looking to be in a relationship, or maybe in a bad relationship? Just the last words of advice for them.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself.
The golden rule.
Wow.
The golden rule.
Treat others how you would treat yourself.
One more time for the people in the back.
Yes, sir. The golden
Do
rule.
If you
what you want
consider
done to you.
your others, yes. If you consider your other as you would consider yourself, there should be no problems unless you have issues within yourself.
That's awesome. Thank you. We really appreciate that perspective. Thank you for sending in the question. We appreciate you, and we'll be looking out. Maybe we can pull you onto the show again for some different perspective on different topics. Thank you.
I appreciate
that for your
having me a
intel.
part. God bless you.
All right, God bless you too, man.
All right.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Yes, sir.
We are back.
We are back again.
Again and again and again.
So real quick, let's get a little CT current topics.
Current topics, current events.
I know we a little late though, but shout out to KC for winning the Super Bowl. Hey, the funny part is, you saw Trump's tweet?
Nah, I didn't see it.
That dude was like, shout out to the wonderful state of Kansas for winning the Super Bowl.
Man, that guy.
What a goof. That's your president. What a goof.
He's a goof.
Get him out of there.
Man. Him and his 20 fingers, man. Get him out of there.
My man, then he deleted it real quick like no one saw it.
We saw it, bro.
Yeah, but that boy Mahone, though.
Man, look. I was sitting here in the studio ready to argue my guy down that, the defense was going to overwhelm the offense and that was going to be it. I take that L. I'm a sports fan. I just didn't want the Chiefs to win.
That's real.
But, yo, that dude is something special, man.
Dog,
he's something special. He just
black and he's 24.
He's
like,
something special.
Crazy, dog. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Dude is pretty nice, bro. I saw him when he went to he walked into a Post Malone concert and the whole crowd went crazy. I ain't gonna lie, dude ain't got
they love him.
rhythm.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you see,
he's dating the Caucasoid.
Not only that, hey,
a Caucasian.
Hey, he's a little lighter. Nothing wrong with the light skins. Nothing wrong with we love the light skins. My wife is super light
ain't
skins.
got no rhythm. But yeah, so
but the closer you get to that color, man, the more the rhythm fades.
I'm
with
trying to tell you, dog.
The more the rhythm fades.
It's like they got sucked out of his soul, like no rhythm.
Man, but what about Garoppolo though, man? Everybody hyped this guy up to be the next Tom Brady.
I thought he had it, bro. I thought he had it.
I thought he was just gonna manage the game. If anything, I thought he could manage the game and let the defense do the job.
True.
But he just, I think they scrambled him, man. I really think that the Chiefs' defense started putting the hat on him, start getting in his face, start pressuring him, and he was able to escape and get out in the pocket a couple of times. But they started putting a hat on his ass, man, and I think that was the major difference. He had a little bit more confidence in that first half. Yeah. And then Mahomes start being special like he is, and then it just kind of sucked his soul right out of Garoppolo.
I'm trying to tell you, Garoppolo had no chance after that.
No answer.
None.
No answer. And they had 0 running game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like the running
awful.
game was off. 58 yards, I believe they had. 1 touchdown. But I mean, it's the Super Bowl, man. You can't run for 58 yards in the Super Bowl.
Nah,
Teams is they locked in. They ready for you, man.
That's all they're looking for.
Yeah.
But,
Man, Williams had 104 yards. To the 58 of San Francisco. So I think, you know what I'm saying, the offense of KC just really overwhelmed him towards the end of the game, and he just, you know what I'm saying. And shout out to Damian Williams. He's from San Diego. Actually went to my my high school where I graduated from, literally, Mira Mesa High School. Shout out Mira Mesa High School. Shout out San Diego. Shout out 619. Shout out 36th Street. Shout out.
Shout out
to the hood.
Shout out to the hood.
I'm just playing. That's where I'm from, though. I always gotta remember where I came from.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, but let's move on to another serious topic, bro.
That's well, real quick. While we're still in sports, I was kind of upset that Lakers lost their first game back from the accident.
Definitely, I was definitely feeling like
they should have won.
If anything, they would have won that game.
Like,
because you came out there and played.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You came out there on the court and played the game.
Right.
You should have won.
Exactly, because we skipped that next game that Friday they were supposed to play, and then the next game we come out we lose by 10 to Portland. I mean, Portland cool and all, but that game should have been won at home.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you.
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you. I never really liked Kobe Bryant as a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I just felt I had my own personal reasons about it. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to the man. Much respect to the father he was. The basketball player was. I never disrespected his game.
Right.
Kobe in that game, if that was his teammate or someone that he loved, would have came out and probably scored 100 points.
Off real.
He probably wouldn't have passed the ball one time.
Nah, Kobe would have had infinite
And
points.
that's the problem I have with LeBron James. That's the only knock I think I have against LeBron James is that man just won't go grizzly in the moments where you think he should most. You know what I'm saying?
He should have had like 100 points.
If I was LeBron James, I would not have passed the ball one time.
Nope.
I would have passed the ball to the rim. If I was going to pass, it would have been towards the rim.
Everything to the rim.
Everything to the rim. I'd have been doing my best to get 81 points. Matter of fact, I would went for 80. So he could have kept 81.
Right. That's real.
I ain't playing.
That's real.
I wish that's a legacy moment for LeBron that he missed. I believe.
Like he only had 22 points like that game.
Bro, think about it. We've been watching basketball since we was jits, man. Think about it. When they do the 30 for 30 on LeBron,
right.
You know this is gonna be a whole segment. And that game they're gonna talk about the first game back, you lose it.
People
on your home floor.
And I mean, like even other people that had like heartbreaks, like even Isaiah Thomas, when his sister died, he came out here and scored 50 piece.
Man,
like little dude dogging him.
I just believe that
if
I get it. Everybody grieves differently. This is my opinion. I'm opinion speaking right now. This is the law of Tim right now. I just feel like if you out there, why not go balls to the wall?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that game, anything could have win that game for real.
Man.
But enough of that game. Rest in peace to the legend.
Rest in peace to the legend, man. 248. Yep. I played 24 in the gym just the other day, man, and it was legit. Everybody agreed to it, and everybody was cool with it, man. And I appreciate 24. That, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
24. We don't play 21 no more. We play 24.
But yeah. So what else we got though?
Oh man, what you think about this coronavirus?
Man,
not from the beer, you dummies.
Man, I don't even know what that shit is people eating like weird animals. That's why it's coming from China.
Man, it is.
These niggas are eating bats.
It's scary, man.
Who eats bats? Number one, they eat all type of shit, and they come into all other type of countries.
Man, as of February the 7th, 1700, that's 5 o'clock for you civilians, there's been confirmed 31,535 cases, of which 15%.
You said 31,000?
Are in critical condition. Yes, 31,535. And 15% of them 31,000 are in critical condition. There have been 638 deaths.
Damn.
And it's serious, man.
This is since when?
It's serious. This is as of. As of the 7th. I'm on World World Meter.
Okay.
WorldMeterInfo.com.
Yeah.
So it's giving me up to date stats on
I
this.
read an article yesterday that said weed kills the coronavirus. I don't know if it's
Weed
true.
kills a lot of things, man. I
don't know if
can't
it's
wait
true or
for
not,
for the industry to be legalized so people can actually make a living, man.
Hey, I'm diving head first in that industry.
Oh, you wait.
I ain't gonna lie.
If
Everything
you
I own,
don't, you're not a smart entrepreneur.
everything
period.
I own is going into that. I will take everything I own and put it into that investment.
Man.
Straight up.
Back to the virus, man.
Yeah.
It's not all doom and gloom. There have been 1,778 cases of people who have recovered from the virus.
So there is a cure though.
I don't know about a cure yet. There's no word out on a specific cure for the virus and curing people like here, but people are recovering if they're getting sick. I guess it's varying degrees of the disease that are attacking people. So just everybody be safe, man. Just simple things. Wash your hands. Like don't be nasty. Wash your damn hands. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're in the service industry.
Oh yeah, it's
Man.
no question. If you're in the service industry, I mean that's normally how the diseases are getting spread anyway.
Stop being nasty.
Stop being nasty. Wash your hands and just be mindful. Be mindful of what you're doing, where you are, what you're touching, what you're picking up. Stop eating weird food.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a man to try different things.
Oh, I will. I've tried.
I draw the
some.
line and like,
What's the weirdest thing you tried, man? I've tried like alligator ribs. I've had some shark.
I've had that. I've had shark steak.
I had some deer,
I've had
some
quail.
antelope.
I've had quail. I think I've had some kangaroo before.
Kangaroo. I had some kangaroo nuggets. Yeah.
I've had a lot of weird stuff.
Place down in Jacksonville, man, they serve all kind of weird stuff. Man.
I draw the line. I draw a line of texture though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
like texture. If it's like slimy in my mouth, I'm not doing. It's not going down.
No,
I'm like telling you, like clams,
oysters.
Oh boy, oysters, bro.
Absolutely
I said that. Clams are good. Oysters, I would. Woo. Oysters are not going down. No, sir. They are coming right back up.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yes, sir. But what else we got going on in this world? Nothing.
What's new with y'all out there? Why don't y'all give us some topics? You guys are interested in what we're talking about and would like us to discuss something that you guys got going on out there, just go ahead and shoot us an email. You know what I'm saying? Get into the comments. We like to communicate with anybody who communicates with us. So if you leave a comment, we will write you back and we'll be one of us. Get in the comments and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Okay, talk to us. We are men of the people. So you can like, comment, share all of our stuff. You can find them on YouTube with Negus with Attitude. Definitely can find us on Facebook as well. IG coming soon. Just haven't popped that off yet.
Oh yeah, IG coming soon.
But we're definitely on all our IG. You can find me at Migo_the_kid with 2 D's on IG and Big Migo on Twitter. I'm active. Hit me up. I'll hit you guys back. We can get connected. For our boy that's not here, JP, Josh, what's it, Mr. .original?
Yes, with the J.
With the J.
With the J, that's very original, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah,
you can't forget that. Original with the J, Mr. Original.
Yes, sir. Shout out.
And for me, on IG, you can catch me at _everything_man_. They did that. I didn't want to do it. I guess that's how they did it. ____. 3 of them. The Everything Man. That's the IG. On Facebook, you can just search my name, but there's a couple of them, so you're going to have to do your research. Find me. It's like a game. Find me.
Where's Tim?
Where's Tim? Come find me. Follow the journey. You don't want to miss what's going on. We got some crazy stuff going on. Obviously, the podcast is lit. You want to be a part of this, so definitely come follow us, man. IG, The Everything Man. Facebook and everything else, TikTok, all that stuff is The Everything Man. Anything else is Timothy Dance. TIMOTHY DANCE. I'm on TikTok, bro.
You ain't doing no dances on TikTok.
Wait. Challenge me then. Challenge me to a TikTok dance battle. That's my last name, bro.
All right, say less. I'm about to download TikTok tonight. TikTok tonight.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. But yeah, we gotta get back in the gym now, for real.
Oh, back in the gym.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm tired of.
We got a game on Sunday.
First doubleheader.
Doubleheader, man. How you feel about that? How your knees feel right now?
I ain't gonna lie. They ain't got no bike for me to warm up, so it gets a little, it's in the, 25 and up club. Well, for us, it's kind of, your knees get a little locked up. Your body gets a little stiff for inactivity. So, every time we go to the gym, I gotta hit that bike for at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Before I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
But at the rec though, we just gotta thug it out.
Yep.
Double header.
Yep.
My
How
biggest-
much time we got left, man?
We got a couple minutes left.
Can I leave him with a couple of thoughts, man?
Oh, for sure, bro. Talk to him.
All right, man. Just I forgot to get this in earlier. I want to leave you guys with a couple of thoughts. All right. Number one is a question, and that question would be, what is your pattern in relationships? Figure that out. Figure that out. Figure out the patterns that you see, because if you keep dating the same woman or the same man, that's not the other person's fault. Figure out your pattern, all right?
Can't keep going to the same one.
So ask yourself that question. What is your pattern in relationships?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Also, I want to give you a little bit of fact, okay? Psychologists at the University of Pennsylvania, they did a data dump of 10K people, all right? 10,000 people. It said that it only takes 3 seconds for you to make a decision on your attraction to somebody. How much can you really know about someone in 3 seconds? And that's what most of us are basing our relationships off, the attraction that we have, all right? 3 seconds is what your brain is putting you into when you think about a relationship, because you didn't say that person is fine or got body or look nice, or that's just appealing to the eyes. 3 seconds is not long enough to appeal to your life, all right? So think about that. Last thing I want to say is attachment plus caring plus intimacy equals perfect love.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Do that.
Talk to him one time.
Do that
just
every day.
Find your inner peace, your inner happiness before diving yourself into someone else. Make sure you're happy with what you got going on good in your life before you try to take on someone else's life and love and heart. Just be smart out there.
Be smart out there.
Love yourself first. That's all I gotta say.
Love yourself first and love well.
Love well. That being said, we are is out.
Peace out. Much love.
Much love. We out.